Hello students, I am Rashmi Vadva, Assistant Professor of Sant Andrew Institute of Technology and Management, Gurgaon from ETCE department. Student, in this video I'll discuss with you interfacing with sensor devices and keyboard with 8051. So students, first of all, what do you mean by the sensor devices? Because the term microcontroller is clear to you. So sensor means a device which detect or measure a physical property and records or indicates or otherwise respond to it. Basically, this is sensor. Basically, the most frequently used different type of sensors are radio sensor, magnetic sensor, potential sensor, electric humidity sensor, so and so and so on. And the pressure sensors, thermal sensors, heat or temperature sensors, these are the different types of sensor. Then question is how sensor, yeah, what is sensor and how it works. So we can say that sensor can be defined as a device which can use to sense, detect physical quantity like force, pressure, strain, light, etc. and that convert it into desired output like electrical signal to measure the applied physical quantity. So most of the sensors cannot work independently. Most of the sensors make sure they cannot work independently. And when question arises what a sensor detect, या फिर what can sensor detect, so the purpose is to detect event or a change in its environment and send the information to other electronics, frequently a computer processor. Basically a sensor is always used with other electronics. So, come to the slides. Microcontroller are useful to the extent that they communicate with other devices such as sensors, motors, switches, keypad, display, memory, and other microcontrollers. So, many of the microcontroller design typically mix multiple interfacing methods. In a very simplistic form, a microcontroller system can be viewed as a system that reads from input, perform processing, and writes to output. Means that reads from input means monitor, and writes to output means control. This is my microcontroller in between. This is my input device, that is a chip, IC, keyboard, and this is my output, LED, temperature sensor. This is a LCD screen, this 7 segment display. So microcontroller interfaces are divided into two parts, that is a digital and analog one. And analog and a digital further divide into two parts. Digital is divided into two parts, that is on and off, parallel, serial. Analog is divided into voltage and current, and the serial is further divided into asynchronous and synchronous. And synchronous is further divided into 2 wire and 4 wire, and asynchronous divided into 1 wire, RS-232, and Ethernet. So this is the classification of microprocessor interface. This is the diagram for the analog interface. This is my analog to digital converter. In the input side, at the output side, a digital to analog converter. In between, there is a 8051 microcontroller. This is my potentiometer. This is my temperature sensor. This is my strain gauge, and this is my comparator. This is amplifier. Analog inputs and outputs, voltage-based control and monitoring devices. When we are talking about the voltage-based control and monitoring devices having some advantages and disadvantages. So advantages are simple interfacing, low cost, low resolution, high speed, low programming overhead, high cost for higher resolution. Not all microcontroller have analog input and output. Complicates the circuit design with an external ADC or DAC are needed. Short distance, few fit maximum. This is the disadvantages. Voltage type having a typical range of 0 to 2.5 volt, 0 to 4 volt, 0 to 5 volt, plus minus 2.5 volt, plus minus 4 volt, plus minus 5 volt. And the current having a 0 to 20 milliampere and 4 to 20 milliampere, the typical range of current. Sensor types, these are the sensors. In the starting of video, I discussed or I told you about temperature, humidity, acceleration, speed, flow, force, torque, thermistor couple, semiconductor temperature sensor, displacement, frequency. These are the temperature sensor types, temperature sensors. Next is, this is the criteria basically, the RTD, thermistor, semiconductor, thermocouple. Basically what happened, the criteria, the temperature range is very wide, that is minus 450 to 400, 4200 farad, wide range RTD, and thermistor is a narrow one. And the semiconductor narrow is a minus 60 farad to 250 farad. Interchangeability good, excellent, poor to fair, good. Long-term stability poor to fair, good, poor, and good. So you can see the stable accuracy is medium high, medium high. Linearity हो जाएगी for the thermocouple fair, RTD is good, thermistor is poor, and semiconductor is good. Lead effect हो जाएगा high, RTD medium, and thermistor is low, and semiconductor again low. So these are the criteria having a thermocouple, RTD, and thermistor semiconductors. Now this is the circuit diagram of thermistor. Now this is my LM34, and LM35 is a temperature sensor. The sensor of LM35 and LM34 series are good integrated circuit. Temperature sensor whose voltage is linearly proportional to the Fahrenheit over Celsius temperature. And the LM35-34 requires no external calibration since it is inherently calibrated, and it output 10 milliwatt for each degree of Fahrenheit and Celsius temperature. This is my temperature sensor. The temperature sensor using a selection guide for the LM34 and the LM35. For the LM34, temperature range is when minus 50 to 300, then accuracy is 2 and output is 10 milliwatt per farad. When minus 50 to 300, that is accuracy is 3 and 10 milliwatt per farad. And when we are talking about LM34D, then minus 32 farad to 212 farad, that is a 4.0 farad accuracy, and that is 10 milliwatt per farad. This is my temperature sensor series selection guide. Next is for the part 35. 35A's range is minus 55 to 150 C, and accuracy is 1.0, and output scale is 10 milliwatt per Celsius. And LM35D is 0 degree Celsius to 100 degree Celsius, that is 2.0 Celsius to output scale is 10 milliwatt per Celsius. Semiconductor temperature sensors are like that. Analog output voltage is a 3-pin device, power, ground, and input, output. That is input, power is input, output, and grounded. This is my LM35 or 34 or 35 series. And when we are talking about the 34, the Fahrenheit sensor is 10 milliwatt Fahrenheit, and 35 is Celsius sensor 10 milliwatt per Celsius, and 335 Kelvin sensor 10 milliwatt per Kelvin. And this is my output current. Typically 2 devices are here. This is my analog temperature sensor, and this is my analog to digital converter, and this is my microcontroller. This is a semiconductor temperature sensor. 8051 connection to ADC and temperature sensor, that is most commonly use of 8-bit analog to digital converter. जैसे हमने कल वीडियो में analog to digital converter किया भी था, and digital to analog converter के साथ भी interfacing की थी. So it is very commonly used 8-bit analog to digital converter, and it is a single channel IC. It can take one analog signal as input, and the digital output varies from 0 to maximum 255. And the step size can be adjusted by setting the reference voltage at pin number 9. When this pin is not connected, the default reference voltage is the operating voltage, that is VCC. The step size is 5 volt, that is a 19.53 milliwatt. For every 19.53 milliwatt rise in the analog input, the output varies by 1 unit, and to set the particular voltage level as a reference value, this pin is connected to the half of the voltage. For example, set the reference voltage 4 volt, then pin number 9 is connected to the 2 volt, that is B reference by 2, and reducing the step size by 15.62, that is 4 volt upon में 255. This is the question, आप अपनी प्रैक्टिस के लिए कर सकते हैं. Reference voltage, why do we set the reference voltage of the PIC 2.56 volt if the analog voltage is connected to the LM32? And second question is the temperature of the analog to digital converter output is this, then which how much degree it indicates. So आपको ये करना है. Now ADC 808 has a 8 analog inputs. It allow a monitor up to 8 input transducer using only a single chip, and the chip has a 8-bit data output, just like the ADC 804. And this analog 8 analog input channels are multiplexed and select according to the table, that is ABC pin. Like this is a 8051 connection to ADC 804, and temperature sensor, that is 8051. This is my 8051. This is my ADC having a data pins, read and write, clock, positive, negative, input, output, ground, V reference by 2, that is chip select, pin port 1.7 and 2.7. This is my crystal oscillator. This is my D flip flop, and this is my LM35 and LM34 temperature sensor. कोई भी use कर सकते हैं आप. And this is my LM336 Zener diode to fix the voltage across the 10 kilo potentiometer at 2.5 volt. The use of this should overcome any fluctuation in the power supply. तो इसलिए हमने इस Zener diode का किया, because Zener diode is known as a voltage regulator. It is also called as constant regulator. So this LM336 that is 2.5 should overcome any fluctuation in the power supply. Next is getting data from the analog world, that is analog world temperature, pressure, etc. that goes into transducer, then signal conditioning, then analog to digital converter, then controller. Noise consideration. Many sensors such as thermocouple generate a relatively small voltage, so noise is always an issue. And the most common source of the noise is the utility power lines at 50 Hz to 60 Hz. And typically the bandwidth of the temperature sensor is much lower than that 50 Hz to 60 Hz. So the simple low pass filter will work as a in many sensors. Next is for grounding, the sensor, analog to digital converter, microcontroller. So the digital and analog ground here. This is now for analog and digital connection. And this is the code for using the programming. आप बस एक बार go through हो जाना इससे, नहीं तो बाकी जरूरत नहीं है. So this is in this video there is a interfacing of sensor devices up to this video. Next is एक छोटी सी और topic है, that is interfacing with the keyboard interfacing of 8051, that is 8051 development board. That it is 8051 development board is specifically designed to help the student to master the required skills in the area of embedded system. And the design is such a way that the possible features of the microcontroller will be easily used by the student, and the kit support in system programming, which is done through serial port. 8051 development kit is proposed to smooth the purpose of developing and debugging various design and encompassing of speed 8-bit microcontroller. This is my keyboard phenomena, the interfacing of keyboard. Keyboard is a set of buttons arranged in a block or a pad, which is usually digits, symbols, and usually a complete set of alphabetic letters. If it is mostly contain numbers, then it can also be called as numeric keypad. Here we are using 4x4 matrix. And interfacing matrix is a 4x4 matrix keyboard of 2 parts in microcontroller, and the row are connected to an output port, and the columns are connected to an output port. To detect a press key, the microcontroller ground all the rows by providing 0 and to the output latch, and it reads the column. If the data reads from the column, that is D0 to D3, that is 1111, no key has been pressed, and the process continue until a process is detected. However, if the one of the column bit has a 0, this means that a key press has occurred. For example, D0 to D3, this means a key in the D1 column has been pressed. After key press is detected, the microcontroller will go through the process of identify the key, and starting with the top row, the microcontroller grounded by providing a low to D0 only, and this reads the column only. This is the circuit diagram. This is my 8051 crystal oscillator reset pins. Enable address latch, enable address ports pin. This is my 0 port, 2 port, 3 port, 1 port. This is my LCD display, and this is my keypad. So this is the circuit diagram to interface the keypad with the 8051. This is मैंने port की pins को connect कर दिया है keyboard के साथ. This is my R1 resistor, C1, C2, C3 capacitor of 10, 22 picofarad and 10 microfarad. This is my crystal oscillator X1 and X2. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 0 star hash A, B, C, D. So correspondingly connections can made, and if the read data is all ones and no key is that row is activated and the process is moved to the next row, it ground the next row, reads the column and check for any zero. This process continue until the row is identified. After identification of the row in which the key has been pressed, the next task is to find out which column the pressed key belongs to. So this is my port 1, this is my port 0, and this is the internal structure of the keys, that is 0, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, A, B, C, D, E, F. This is the my internal switch connected to the keyboard. Now the pin assignment with 8051, this is row and this is the column. 4 by 4 matrix, the row 1, 0, 2 and 3, 4, and the 8051 lines port to 2.0, 2.1, 2.2 and so on. This is for column 0, 1, 2, 3. This is my 4 by 4 matrix pattern of the keyboard. Now interfacing keyboard with the 8051 is like we want to scan a keyboard in 8051 development board. In case of 4 by 4 matrix, both the ends of switches are connected to the port pin, and 4 row and 4 column, that is 4 rows and 4 columns. So in the all 16 switches have been interfaced just using 8 lines. One keyboard arranged by the matrix format, each row and column section pulled by high and a low by section J5, and all lines of the P0 2.4 to 2.7 and the column line speed 2.0 to 2.3 connected directly to the port pins. You can see this. This P 2.4 to 2.7 are connected to the column, and P 2.0 to 2.3 are connected to the rows. So correspondingly, one key pad arranged by the matrix format, and each row and column section pulled by higher or low section J5. This one. So this is my port 1, port 2, port 3, port 4, and this is sorry, row 1, row 2, row 3, row 4. This is my column 1, column 2, column 3, column 4, and this is the correspondingly switch 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, A, B, C, D, E, F. So this is my 4 by 4 matrix keyboard. So this is all about the interfacing of keyboard with 8051 and interfacing with the sensors devices with microcontrollers. So thank you, students. Thank you so much.